It's funny. Smo just come up here. You can actually see it in Smo's video, kicking it in Tennessee. I wasn't there, but I can guarantee you that they was actually, whether it was just for the video or just randomly happening, they actually hung out there and they actually fucking did some shit, like cooked and fucking ate food and bullshitted. You don't see that in any of these motherfucking videos anymore.
Man,
that's how you know everything changed, bro. Just look at shit for what it is, and you can see what was real and what was not. That blonde-headed dude that was in his video, you could just tell that motherfucker can go find you a car by the end of the day. He can cook, he'll smack the shit out of you, and he probably takes care of multiple kids. Just by looking at him. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You don't see that no more. It's all Hollywood. Hollywood. What are you doing, Smo? I miss you, bro.
What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. I love to see you smile. It makes me happy.
Is it because these new teeth I got, man? Is that what it is?
Yeah, bro. I thought it was just the energy. Yeah. No, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see everybody.
It is good to see you too, Bubba.
Yeah, man. It's been a great day indeed, man. What a gift! What a gift for all the fans, man. These guys love you. Bro. These guys love you. And
bro, I fucking love them.
For an older homie, watching these guys, how much love they have for you, it's special, bro. It's inspiring.
Hey, man, as a country rap OG, bro, if that's what you want to call it, I call it Southern rap, but country rap, Southern rap OG, it's dope that you even still get on here because I know you ain't got to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
No,
bro. I mean, Smo helps a shit ton.
This is part of the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you're on the back end of things and you're like, all that matters is putting the attention into the next generation and trying to make sure that they're more like the way, you know, it's like your grandpa trying to make sure that you're more like your grandpa. And
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to teach you some things that your dad doesn't teach you because your dad's too busy still being distracted. He hadn't got to that grandpa stage where life is slowed down and the view is different and you see what really matters. And like, you know, in my life, there really wasn't anybody that reached back and tried to explain, you know, the blueprint to me and how to avoid 10 years of failure and possibly like $50,000 to $100,000 of wasted money.
Yeah.
So like, that's my goal with the young homies, you know,
bro. And you can tell too. I mean, Smo reaches out to me, bro, a couple times a week, fucking checks on me. He's giving me all kinds of ideas, like the company we launched, Barn Bread Threads. Fucking none of that would have came to life if it wasn't for Smo. Yeah, Hickerpalooza, all kind of shit, bro. Like,
yeah,
he's really out here extending the hand to upcoming artists. And
and then like Wisco, he just did my my lyric video, animated lyric video. Killdozer, me and him just put out a song not too long ago. Hickabilly, we just put out a song not too long ago. Jackrabbit Slim, he's Tennessee kinfolk. It's only a matter of time before me and him link up. And like, you know, it's like I was saying today, I haven't charged none of these dudes a dime for any of my time, for any of my features. It ain't about money.
No.
You know,
and you push too, bro. Like with me and Banjo, the way that video went down was me and Banjo was just chilling. All of a sudden, Smo sent a text. He had his video. He's like, "Where's y'all's video at?" Like he was pushing us, you know.
I'm like, technology is so simple today. Like compared to like when you were saying kicking it in Tennessee, that was a Sony Handycam, you know, that still recorded on a tape.
No way.
Yeah, and like I had to teach one of my homies. I was like, "Here, hold the video and just follow me around." He had never filmed anything.
Nah, it wasn't a digital.
It was not. No, this is a high 8 tape Sony Handycam.
This motherfucker, y'all robbed Big Machine. Said y'all took some of their old shit. It's like, give me that shit.
This was like a $200 camera that I had got probably at a pawn shop. And I was doing the best I could. You know, I had been shooting videos for Haystack for like 4.5 years. And then when me and him went our separate ways, man, that's whenever, you know, like my stuff took off, bro.
Blew the fuck up around here, bro.
You know, I graduated from the university,
Absolutely.
so it was because of Stack that I even really had the opportunity, you know.
I remember.
So
I was young, but I remember, bro.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it's good to see these young dudes, man, and the ones that follow direction, you know, because there's some that you can sit there and sink all this knowledge into and they just don't soak it up, bro. But like Hickerbilly, when you talk to him, you know, Mason Ray, when you talk to him, my boy Country Carter and Banjo, like Banjo, people don't understand.
Banjo's next level, bro. He should be way fucking bigger than he is.
Like,
he's better than all of us, bro. Like
Banjo has been like, I've been working with Banjo for the past 3.5 years, you know, and he came to me when he was Trevor Tyler and he was like, yo, I want to get you on this song. And I was like, honestly, bro, I'll do the record with you, but this version is garbage. So like, touch it up and let's get back to it. And we just kept working. And then he took every bit of knowledge I gave him and he used it, man. He sharpened his sword. And then all of a sudden he like rebrands, jumps out. He's got it all figured out. He's playing the guitar now. He's making his own beats. Like everything I was telling him, like this is the blueprint to success. Like he took it all, ran with it, and then boom. So, you know, like people don't understand. Like I've been working with Banjo. He's been going through the university, the country rap university, you know, for a while.
Yeah.
And this is what it looks like when that sponge and that work ethic pay off. Is just something like that kind of growth out of somebody in a short period of time. So,
and can I ask you something, Smo? So
yeah,
my outlook on shit right now, it's like, well, obviously, first off, I feel like I'm not gonna say who, but I feel like there's a certain group of people that is trying to, they can't affect you because you have knowledge of the game way more than I do. At one point, I wanted to combat everything these motherfuckers said, right? Until I realized, they're wasting my fucking time on purpose.
Yeah, they're
and I don't know half the fucking names you just named, and that's a problem. You know, and another thing I wanted to ask you, see if you have the same outlook. It's like the plan is not to fucking destroy the mainstream. The plan is to want to be left alone as an independent. If you want to do business with us, good, but don't try to sabotage and fucking kill us off. What the fuck? You know?
Right. Yeah. Well,
that's how I see it.
Absolutely. And whenever you put a lot of attention onto something like the mainstream, it's you become the target.
Oh yeah.
Like, first of all, you're affecting the mainstream income.
Yes.
Right. So you're already a target because you're taking money out of their pocket. Right.
Right.
So then now you start voicing yourself against the mainstream. Now you're like raw propaganda against the mainstream. That's another target on you.
Yeah.
And then not to mention, like, shout out to Creek Squad. You got an incredible, epic fan base. You know, that's something that mainstream can't even buy. Like your fan base is what's really threatening to everyone.
Yeah.
It's because we all can tell.
I told
the authenticity, man.
I told him buy authenticity. Before, I was like, yo, Church's main weapon, his sink your battleship is Creek Squad, is Hollow Boys, is everything that like your fan base, everybody that you've created underneath you. That's where your real weaponry is.
Bro, I got cold chills right now, bro. And can I tell you why? I just want to like tell everybody this because like this is the kind of shit that goes through my head. Like when I think of Holler Boys, bro, I think of being at Rod Run in a truck with no AC, and we're all stuck in traffic, and the truck is just what smells like gas. I ain't got no shirt on. Your boy's kind of fat. I got tattoos all over me. And when you look, it's like I almost see it in slow motion. And when I look sideways and I see a fucking kid, he turns his head sideways, looks at me, and he's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what's up, Skin? And he looks at you like, bro, you're in a junky ass truck with your shirt off and you got shitty tattoos and you're like doing the same thing as us. Bro, that's what you're right, bro. They can't buy that. And
They can't buy that, bro. They can't even produce that. You see what happens whenever they try to take something and produce it. Like I showed you this back when I let them into my life and turn it into a TV show. Like what we showed y'all on TV, that wasn't my real life. Like my ex-wife was strung out and nodding out on pills in between takes. You know, like my kids.
Your hometown knew who you was, though, bro.
Yeah, my hometown knew who I was, and they were like, "This is really cool," and he's giving them a really, no pun intended, churched up version of like his life. But like we all know that dude is way wild, you know, and like they knew, and it was true. They were like, "Yo, he's wild," because when they holler cut, it's all back to street stuff. And
you know what I thought of? I said, bro, they got money. Smo's taking it and going home, bro.
I mean,
which is good, which is what we're supposed to do.
I did, you know, and I didn't really get a lot of money for it. That's the thing. It's like I really wasn't in it for the money even then. It was just the opportunity because I felt like this was the way that I was finally gonna get country rap because like I was really pushing for what we were doing as a genre at that time.
Yes.
And I was like, this is how I get it accepted. Like it's the same way that rock, country, R&B, hip hop, country rap. Right. I was like, this is how, if we can get it on TV and like it's on billboards in LA and billboards in New York, this is how I can make it happen. And I
look at the country dude.
I didn't have the longevity for it. I didn't have the right team. You know what I'm saying? I had the wrong woman in my life. And really it was devilish when you get down to it. Like in hindsight, looking back, I was like, all of that was like constructed by the devil.
Right.
You know,
and can I ask you something from your standpoint? Since if you ask me, I call the OGs in country rap, it's like y'all are the brush cutters. Like we have a trail now, right? And you have to have brush cutters first. Y'all had to go. Does it suck to you knowing now that you didn't get less of the pie, but do you feel like it's shitty? You had to do most of the work to cut the brush for the trail for everyone after to use the trail.
Well, that's what the brush cutters do.
Facts. Okay,
that's what they do. Like this farm that I live on wasn't a farm until my great grandfather made it a farm. You know? So like, and then my grandfather took it over, and then he continued the farm, and now it's in my hands, and we continue the farm. So, like, of course, my great grandfather gets the OG respect for doing it. Now,
right?
Did he get the TV show? No. Did he get the record deal? No. Did he get even to see the store that was here in successful? No, he had passed away before that. So the brush cutters get less as far as like what the worldly reward is. It's the legacy.
Right. Hell yeah.
You know that saying about the tree, somebody planted
what he was doing. He knew that you was going to exist. He just knew he had to do that first.
Right, exactly. Somebody had to cut the brush. That way the next person could lay the gravel. And then eventually, then they're going to pave it.
Yeah.
You know? And by the time that it gets paved, that's whenever country rap will have its position on the totem pole next to everything else. But you'll never be able, and we did this one night, Hickerbilly. Remember, we went through the entire timeline of country rap. We took it back to even
late 90s, I think. We started 98.
Remember, it was like a one in.
Oh, yeah, we went back to the 70s shit.
70s.
Yeah, the roots.
Bellamy Brothers, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Bellamy Brothers.
So we traced it back. We did the whole timeline of country rap, up and
talking blues.
I remember that.
And it was a lot of fun because we had to sit there and do the research. We were using Google, we were using ChatGPT, and we were using another AI source and getting all the info. So we were pulling from 3 different locations and fact checking everything. Did you know that Cowboy Troy is who gets credited for starting country rap?
Really?
Cowboy Troy.
Why?
because of that. Chicken with the train play, chicken with the train. Big and Rich. That was the first like major.
What about a boy named Sue?
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
There you go.
They did credit. They did actually credit Johnny Cash and what was it, David Allen Coe.
We had to prompt him to credit you because at first, when it went through like the 2015, 2020 era, it didn't say shit.
Yeah.
Then Smo was like, "Are there any notable artists that you forgot?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, Ryan Upchurch." Also,
we were like, "Yo, I think you're forgetting somebody."
Right.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh yeah. By the way, thank you for catching that." Yes, Upchurch. And we were like, "Yeah, there it is." Sometimes, man, you gotta
devils in the programming.
Shout out Kobe Myers in the chat, man. How
You know
doing?
what? A computer can't go to Rod Run.
Right, exactly.
That's right. That's right.
Even when it comes to the sermon from the preacher, I still go check the scripture on them.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice, bro.
I question my own pastor on some of the things he says. I'd be like, hold up, let me go in my Bible and
You're
check.
supposed to, bro.
That's the last motherfucker I tried.
Bible tells you to,
Facts.
Straight up.
Bro, hey, somebody told me one time, they said, you go to church? I said, nope. I said, no and yeah. They said, what do you mean? I said, do I go to another LLC's building to do it? No. But I don't shoot deer no more. I feed them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That
That's my
sounds like
church.
church to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's working it out right there.
It is, bro.
Yeah.
And
I've
talk
been
about that
doing-
street team impact, man. Hell, I live in Pigeon Forge, and I can't go out in public with this Cricket 3 hat on without 10 people saying something about it.
Right.
See HB stickers on everybody's car everywhere and everything, man. This is the home of Rod Run. So
It's beautiful,
Yeah.
bro. It's such a beautiful thing, dude.
Yeah.
And people always are telling me, they're like, why don't you sell these stickers? Why don't you sell? Because I don't want to sell them. I don't want to make no money off of it, bro. I want people to do it on their own accord. If you can make that sticker for a fucking $1, do it. If you want to do it, if you want to make a $20 sticker, do it. It's your money, but it's also you making the sticker, and you ain't got to pay nothing for it, bro. It's a way of life. It's and if you're from Tennessee or hell, even the South, even now not the South, it's an atmosphere and it's a way of life. Period. Tennessee royalty, I appreciate that, bro.
Hell yeah.
But it's just the soul of it is in Tennessee. And a lot of motherfuckers want it. A lot of people, they'll try to, if they do something cool and they create something in their town, in their state, they will usually eventually be like, well, it's for anything. You could say that, but it's like the heart of the Holla Boys and HB in general, bro, it starts in the middle of Tennessee, bro. That's where it starts. Did it spread? Is it everywhere else? Yes. But those are the veins and the organs. They're, you know what I mean? Like the real, if people ain't real about where it started, then you don't respect it as much, you know?
Amen.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Tennessee's something special. And like you were talking about the state of Nashville, it's wild, bro. And we'll talk about
It's almost biblical, bro.
I try to stay out of it as much as I can. I was just there today, though. I had to take my daughter out for lunch. She lives right there.
I remember you talking about they were going to like move the FBI to Nashville or some shit. And then Elon was saying some shit about Memphis being the capital now or like.
No, they're in Nashville. Trust me. Ask Smo. Dude, the past month, you could drive through Bordeaux or anywhere you want to, bro, and there's motherfuckers picking up trash outside the goddamn road. There's motherfuckers waving at everybody.
the birds are freaking robots.
No, what I'm saying is like everybody's acting right now.
Yeah, no, everybody's acting right. I just went through there today, and a spot that used to be trashed is all cleaned up. And I was like, my daughter even said, she was like, wow, because she rides.
Feds are in town.
North, south, east, or west?
Trash right here, and it was all cleaned up.
Was it north, south? Was it east, north, or west?
It was over by Trinity.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, she lives right there off of 65, like the Trinity, and then back on even on Dickerson. So
There's some shit in Nashville, y'all, and Smo knows. Yo, our town leads back to some different. You can see some different history we ain't been told, bro. Like
man,
Mount Olivet, bro. Mount Olivet graveyard. You could walk through that motherfucker and look around and be like, all right, something else happened here a long time ago, and we don't know about it.
well, the old Nashville's been built over now, so it's like
Right.
took the original Nashville, like the place that I used to go and perform on 4th Avenue, right behind the strip club, is now Domino's.
Yeah.
And that used to be Kung Fu Coffee in the front and then the Muse in the back. And this is like in 03, 04 when we were going up to Nashville and doing shows on 4th Avenue. And that's we were still having to press up CDs and sell CDs and beat the streets, basically what we were talking about, Hickerbilly. We were saying if these dudes had to do half the work that we had to do in the beginning, like, man, it wouldn't be so oversaturated.
You'd see real quick who's the real country boys and who's not, because real country boys got that work ethic, and all these other motherfuckers putting on that front wouldn't be able to hang. And they'd be out here. It's
really strange. Like, country rap has evolved to a point to where now it's like it's not even country rap.
Mm-mm.
It's not country. It's like you said, it's Southern rap, because country rap it should be it's a subgenre, or it's a dual genre, because there's a lot of just Southern dudes that are rapping that aren't like what you would consider mainstream rap. It's like back in the day what Haystack and 8 Ball and MJG and Pistol and all them was considered before country rap came about. It was like Southern rap.
What do you think as one of the, well, I say one of, I mean, really to me, the OG, what do you think it should be called? What makes the most sense with words as a writer?
Yeah, I guess it would depend on who it was about. If it was about me, it was, I mean, I tried to call it True South back in 07.
Ooh.
That's what I tried to call it.
True South.
True South. That's what I originally wanted country rap to be referred to as True South. That's what my 07 album was called. The True South.
True South.
And if you think about it, it was because, and it was inspired by Stax. He had that New South tattoo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, New South, but we're not nothing new. I'm like, we're more of like that true.
Right.
South. And I was like, that's what I'm going to call it, is True South. So it just there wasn't a genre at that point in 07, whenever I put this out, you know, that was like, there wasn't even a few people I could connect with and say, hey, let's start building this. So it just really felt us out here in Unionville, you know.
Man,
we were disconnected from Nashville. You know, and out away from Nashville in 04, that was like being in another state, to be an hour, you know.
Yeah.
There was no internet. There wasn't no email. There was no, like, cell phones were around, but it wasn't like what it is today. So, like, you know, the first time I ever had a run in with Jelly Roll was up at 4th Avenue at one of those spots where we were putting on a freestyle competition, and like, that was like so long ago. He was just a kid, you know, literally a kid that just left from washing dishes at a restaurant type thing. And, but we were so far away from Nashville, it might as well have been a different state.
Yeah, no, you're right, bro. Because even the dynamic of the people that you like, not you, but like people like us, like we would never, how do you say this? We would never be in the same place as All-Star. I mean, well,
Carlito, for sure,
or any of them, but Haystack knew somebody that was connected to them.
Yeah. Haystack would be with like Charlie P or something, and then they would be with them, you know.
Right, Black Fly and all that.
And that was back then. So like even like Johnny Cashville, he was rehab back then.
During the ATM days.
He was ATM. And he had the wrapped.
I'll be right back. I gotta see what this noise is.
Yeah, it was old school throwback stuff, man.
Hell yeah.
New South.
Shit, it's
that
dope
was,
to hear y'all two sit up here and talk about us little shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
we could probably talk about,
it's
we
dope.
could probably talk about a lot. I'm sure we will.
Yeah, it's a real treat. Thank you.
Mhm.
Well,
it's also cool seeing him give you your flowers like that and give you the respect you deserve,
Bro.
man. That's real cool too.
super cool of him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and it's just, that's what it is, man. Even as an older dude, you got to be able to accept that you learn from younger people. You know, like I learned from, you know, just like today, even Hickerbilly try to keep me sharp. I was like, because I was angry. I was like, yo, I'm about to bust a move. And he was like, you know, I could tell you were wanting to say, don't sweat it, dog. And then,
well, I mean, it's like I said, like you asked for something, so I was like, all right. I wasn't even going to give you my input. And then you said something, and I was like, nah, you say that. Here's my thoughts on it. You know what I mean?
And, you know, I just sat down and prayed about it. I was like, you know, I was like, yo, gee, how do I deal with this situation? Do I send, you know, my anger that way, or do I not? And he was just like, let me take care of it for you. I was on my way to have lunch with my daughter. He said, let me take care of this for you. Don't even worry about it, man. Go on about your day. And I went and had lunch with my daughter. I didn't even think about it, you know, and then I got back in the truck, was on my way home, still not thinking about it. And then I think it was Banjo or Country Carter I was talking to. And I went to go look at dude went live and just was running me through the mud this morning. And I looked and he had done deleted it. So I was like, God cleaned that up for me. I didn't have to do anything. I never reached out. You know, I wound up getting his number, and when I got his number, I was like, "Yo, I don't even need it now."
That's what I was trying to tell you too. Like, you know, I mean, you asked for contact info and shit, and I was like, I'm just gonna give it to you. I mean, you're the OG. I'm not gonna try to.
And I was,
you know what I mean, and then you said something. You're like, I don't know. I was like, well, to be honest, this dude ain't even worth your time, bro. He's just a tweaker looking for attention.
I was gonna be respectful with my call. I just felt like, you know, I wanted to let him know, like, I really feel like you're just using this to get attention, I'm sure. But I really want you to know that I heard your song, and I gave him some real feedback. I actually had to go back and listen to what I said to make sure I wasn't disrespectful. And based off of me going back and listening to it, I felt really good about the way I handled it, you know, because I even said I was going to pray for dude twice. And I meant that, you know, and I did. I prayed for dude today. I hope that he gets some sort of peace, because I can tell in his music that he's dealing with a lot of issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude's got a lot of problems, and I don't want to hear it I don't want to hear his problems, especially like in music, because then those problems will bleed off on me. And I was just like, man, this is real negative. So.
Who's got all that background shit going on?
Yeah, that's
What the
weird.
fuck is that noise?
Mute everybody one by one.
That's Jackrabbit.
What
yeah,
is
it's
that?
Jackrabbit. Whatever
Bro, I
the fuck
got
you got
5
going on,
security guards
Jackrabbit.
running through the fucking yard right now.
That's what I thought it was. I was like, damn, church got alarms going off and everything. Shit.
I know, bro. I was trying to speculate.
Dude, no. I come out the
studio bank
door.
robbery.
I come out the studio door, and they're all standing there. And I said, "Did y'all hear that?" They go, "Yeah." I said, "Where did it come from?" They said, "I don't know." I said, "All right, fuck." They said, "All right, we'll be right back." Shoot. They all went outside. My yard's got all the flashlights going everywhere. They're looking for what it was. There was a big ass explosion or something.
Wow.
It might have been down the street. It might have been a car wreck.
Damn.
Wow. Well, praying everybody's okay.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So
what I miss?
Nothing. We were just talking about cleaning up spilt milk before it spoiled.
We're talking about motherfuckers that, you know, piss you off, but they ain't worth the time or attention, because that's all they're after, is to derail you and get you to put energy into them when, you know what I mean?
They ain't getting it no more, bro.
Same.
Yeah. They ain't getting it. I seen now. I did see the one dude be like, "Yeah, now he's gonna fucking go on his story, bro. My story is too fucking goddamn important to fucking be talking about your ass. I need to be talking about the upcomer or something I'm doing. There's no room for people who don't want to innovate, bro. I'm to the age now, and I think it's because I had a kid. To be real, like
it fucking changes you straight up.
It does. I want to help. I want to network, and I want to make shit better, bro. These motherfuckers, I ain't gonna say their name, but they ain't making nothing better, brothers. They're complaining. They want to do gangster shit. And look, let me tell you something, bro. Anybody who knows about gangster shit knows that if you want to do gangster shit, you just want to be retarded. You just want to be out here doing stupid shit that's gonna get you in trouble. Fuck that. Fuck that.
The real gangster,
I think it has to do.
The real gangster stuff is stepping up to the big plate, right?
Building something bigger than you.
Doing something.
And I think that's.
So,
I think when you have a kid, that's what it changes. You know, what I mean, you start looking at what you're leaving behind in the next generation a lot more because you see it right in front of your eyes all the time. So it makes you look at the bigger picture for sure instead of just your lifetime.
The reason why I started doing jailhouse ministry is because like this is my hometown that I live in, and I'm not going nowhere. Like this is where I'm gonna be forever, and my town is a mess, and like I gotta know, like nobody else is doing anything to fix my town, so I just had to sit and ask myself, like, how do you fix a town? And it's like, well, first you got to deal with the broken people in the town.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So like I went straight to the jail and I started like ministering to these dudes in a way of like, listen, you need to not come back in here, you know, because you're leaving kids out here fatherless who are going to wind up following in your footsteps. And then we're just going to have a bunch of criminals, man. Like meth is so cheap in Shelbyville, bro. It's like the same price of top shelf weed. You know, like for an ounce of meth is like $200. So, you know, like this is crazy that we live in this time right now. And man, I see people that I go to school with in jail, and then I see people that I went to school with on the street. And like,
bro.
And like, who else is going to take care of it? Like, I feel like guys like Smo, this is your town, bro. You need to do something about it. So like, I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'll start dealing with the broken and see if I can start cleaning that up. I'm working with a rehab facility in Bucksnort, Tennessee. I'm working with a rehab facility here in Bedford County. I got a detox facility that I'm working with so I can pull people off the streets and get them cleaned up. And like, I mean, you know, this is being a gangster. You want to be a gangster, you want to be a real OG, bro, step up to a bigger plate.
Yeah.
You know, and fix a real problem. Like,
fucking change. Hell yeah.
We think we got problems on the internet, bro. Like, there's people that don't have a home right now while we're all staring into a computer screen. There's people that are strung out right now, and they don't have a way out.
Yes.
Because it's cheaper to stay strung out than it is to even get into a house. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where are we living at right now?
Yeah, when they have so many problems, it's easier to just get high and forget about them for a minute.
Yeah, but that's what's killing our community because like, that problem just grows. It's like Band-Aids over bullet holes, bro. We're not fixing anything.
Right.
It's going to get infected. It's going to spread. And then, you know, then someone else is going to come in and take over and clean the town. You know, we already had that whiskey company, Uncle Nearest, come in here and try to flex a whole bunch of money. And now it just hit the news that they're $100 million in debt. And like they ain't got no money. So like this place come into town flexing all this bread, bringing a distillery company into Bedford County. And like now all of a sudden they're broke. And I'm like, what are we doing?
Andy Ogles, he's like, listen here, motherfuckers.
Y'all ever read the book, The Tipping Point? You ever heard of that? Check it out, man.
The Amazon order it.
Yeah, that's a good book.
If Dozer says, have you ever read the book? Just go ahead and get it.
That's a perfect book for what you're talking about, man. You'll like that. It ain't
you been to jail, Killdozer?
Oh, yeah. I've been to jail many times. I've been to prison. I did like over half of my 20s in prison, but shit, that was decades ago at this point,
Yeah.
or over a
Seems like
decade ago.
a year is like 3 years now, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You're like, and time is priceless, bro. So anytime, like I sit there in a room tonight, I got 23 inmates around me, and I'm just looking at them all. I'm like, yo, y'all are all just like, where's your time right now?
Yeah.
Your freedom and your peace is all just, it's imprisoned. It's something to go and say. I go and minister 3 days out of the week at jail, man.
How do you find out? How do you find out? How do I say this? Like, okay, so if and I've never done that kind of stuff, so I don't know what it's like. But if I was wanting to find out what someone wants to spend their time on, I would probably ask them, "What have you been robbed of?" You think, and then usually, would you think that that's what they should be spending their time on? Is what they think they've been robbed from?
Well, it just depends on how they've been spending their time. Like a lot of people live in such a habitual sin that all they do is, and sin is nothing but lawlessness. So like a lot of these dudes are just so wrapped up in habitual sin that they don't even know who they are. Sin is like a drug addiction. It's like it's like drugs.
Would you say that there's a few artists that's like that out here right now?
Oh yeah, more than a few.
Definitely more than a few.
Okay, so what happens to them next? Because it seems like they're on their last.
They go broke.
I don't know what you call it.
Their house of cards is fucking falling, man. That's why they're fucking floundering. Like I'm saying, dude. None of them know what to do.
And I don't want that to happen, but they're making it happen to themselves.
Well, the devil loves music.
Yeah.
So he lives in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen some of these artists go as far as to invite the devil onto their platform.
Mm-hmm.
Dress up like the devil, yeah.
And to play the role of the devil, like
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people, I've more than one. I've seen a lot of people be extremely devilish in their ways. And like
I wish Cole Ford would tell us about that.
There was a time, even in my own career, that like the devil had his claws in me. And, like it took me a long time for me to see that because I was distracted with these like money, fame, importance, these things, like all of these things that are really sin, like
10,000 people asking you for something.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Like this whole like feeling responsible, for what? Because I rhymed words on beats, like, I just had to step back from it all. And I was like, really, yes, I put in the work, but like really God gave me the opportunity and in that opportunity, and I prayed for it, man. You ever sit and like, God, man, just give me the opportunity to make this pop. And then he makes it happen. And then as soon as he does, it's like you start running the victory lap and you don't even give
thanks.
Give thanks to God. You're like,
that's something I've been focusing on big time lately. Is making sure.
I did, bro. I prayed. I was like, here I am pouring concrete, raising 2 kids. I'm in my first broken marriage. You know what I'm saying? I'm like praying to God, like, bro, just help me get this music off the ground. That way I can stop pouring concrete and get this money and take care of my family and get up out of this mess. And then boom, it happened. And it was like, I was like, yay, look at me. Like, let me see what I can do next. And let me see. And then, it came to a point where I was like, God, let me get this deal so I can bring in some more money because now I got another kid I'm having to take care of. And I'm on my second wife. And I'm like, I need more money now. And then boom, he gives it to me. And then I'm like, yay, look at me. Look at what I did. Same thing.
Yeah.
God, give me a platform so I can spread country rap to a bigger audience. And like, we can really take this to the next level. And he's like, okay, TV show, boom. And like the whole time I was on TV, not once did I stop and say, hey, everyone that's watching, don't forget, God made this possible,
I'm with you on that. When I talk to him like he's a Tennessean, bro.
Yeah, I call him G. I'm like, yo, G, what do I do right here? I talk to him like the homie.
Some days I'd be like, motherfucker, what the fuck you want me to do?
Yeah, and he gets it. You have a relationship that he understands. All of us have a relationship that's different.
Yeah.
Because we're all in different places in our journey. And
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, of course.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but
no, you're good.
I've been super curious lately because I noticed that there was like this topical stigma they were trying to stick to me, like, and I noticed it with different people in this said group. Like one would come over to my house and he'd be like, brother, I think there's a demon over here. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? The next one would do something similar. And then I see one of them say, church worshiping the devil. And I'm like, okay, definitely fucking not doing that. Then I see a skit about me with one of them dressed like the devil. What's the deal with the devil, bro? What are they doing?
It's what the devil is after you.
Prominent on their mind is what it is.
The devil's after you, you know.
Hold on one second.
Go ahead.
What did I say? Okay.
They just take that shit as a game, man. They think it's funny because they don't know better, really.
It's not a game. Like, it's very much real.
It's real, bro. It's real. And witchcraft in Nashville is fucking real too. I don't care what nobody says, bro.
No, it's real.
I know you were talking about that, and everybody's like, "Oh, church crazy." Church
I got fucking
drugs.
proof
I'm
of
like,
it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like,
because of who's in it.
No, it's
Oh,
real,
shit.
bro. And listen, I don't lie when I tell people, like, the only way I got Nashville's attention is whenever I made an animal sacrifice on a music video.
Mm.
cut the
Wow.
chicken's head off.
And I cut the head off of the chicken and kicking it. Yeah. Imagine how I felt many years later on a tour bus on the West Coast on some high-end vibes. And I was sitting there thinking, like, man, how did I get here? I'm in a $2 million bus. I got a 7-piece band. I got this sold-out show. And then I was like, I cut the head off of a chicken. I made an animal sacrifice. And
you said on here that was what got their attention. That's why they came to you.
That's why they called me. They were like, hey, did you really cut the head off of that chicken? I was like, yeah. And then I ate it. And they were like, we want to sign that.
Wow.
That's why.
Crazy.
Who's going chicken hunting?
That animal
Who's
sacrifice?
going chicken hunting? And they still going chicken hunting.
Ooh. What if sometimes it's not a chicken?
I wish.
Hell no.
Nashville's very much
Thank you.
alive, and the devil is alive in Nashville.
All right, so watch this. This is on some Nashville shit to the other 4 people in here. So speaking on that, this is going to be way left field, but Smo, I think, so know what I'm talking about. How old do you think the Parthenon is? You feel me? There ain't no fucking pictures of it being built. That's all I'm saying, bro. But there's pictures of it being the cut zoo being cut off of it. That's for damn sure.
Right.
Mud floods.
I say probably like at least 900 years old.
Hey, I'll tell you this, and this ain't no shit. My homeboy, my Bangladesh homeboy Milan can tell you this, bro. He used to do all the car meets and shit in Nashville and all that back in the day. But I shit you not. People be saying people's crazy for noticing shit and numbers and signs and shit, right? And they always fuck with people about that. But here's the thing. You can go to the Parthenon in Nashville in person, and you can see how it is geniusly designed for acoustics and geniusly designed for, bro, it's a tuning box. It has to do with water and shit like that, and like damming up water and non-damming water and acoustics and where you stand on the outside of the Parthenon. Like, I could talk to somebody and whisper from one corner, and they can stay on the other corner, and I can whisper just like this, and they can hear everything I'm fucking saying. There's a reason why, but what I'm getting at is we were down there one night. It's about if I go to the Parthenon, I usually go with like 2 homeboys, and it'll be like 2 a.m, and we just sit there and bullshit and hang out. And we'll sit there and bullshit with the homeless people. The last time I was there, I met this homeless man. His name was Peter Pan. I bought him 5 packs of cigarettes. And
hell yeah,
we were bullshitting, and he looked at me and he goes, "You know this town's evil, right?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Are you in the music industry?" I said, "Sorta." He's like, "You're not in that music industry, are you?" I said, "Nah." He goes, "This place is evil." He's like, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. He's like, I'm from Washington, and I ended up here, and I'm trying to get the fuck out. He's like, but I can't seem to get up the money, so I ended up giving him some money and some other shit. But besides that point, me and my homeboy are sitting there, and I said, come here and look at this. And it was a plaque on a wall, and if you count the squares, you'll see that they had taken some off and put some tiles back on. And we're sitting there looking at it. I said, look at the ground. I said, you mean to tell me that there is a fucking 400-year-old French drain underneath a French drain system? Where the fuck does this go to? I was like, this makes no sense. I shit you not, bro. The next weekend we went down there, if I'm lying, I'm fucking dying right now. They had that bitch blocked off, and they were tearing that part of the Parthenon off and covering it up with new concrete.
What the fuck? I'm
not shitting you. I swear to God. And look, in the summertime, this is some real Nashville and shit. When there's a drought, go to the Parthenon and look at the field beside the Parthenon, and there'll be a huge green fucking triangle from where it's getting watered by something, and all the other grass will be deader than fuck, bro. That means
like something under the ground.
I'm about to be down there in less than 2 weeks. I'm definitely about to go check that shit out. My lady's into that shit too.
Holler at me, bro. Holler at me. I'll take you, because there's some other shit at that park that only locals know about that I can show you.
Okay, bet. Hell yeah.
Like, hey, Smo, don't you think it's weird that pond is got the craziest like concrete liner in it ever?
No,
like,
the place is wild. That's where my daughter goes and walks every week, is around the Parthenon. She tells me about it all the time. And I've gone to an unplugged orchestra Pink Floyd concert in there, like a candlelit concert. The acoustics in there are weird. They're wild.
Perfectly 15-second fucking delay like they had back in the fucking Roman tenor days, bro.
That's some fucking architecture right there. Like, that's fucking extreme. You know what I mean? You got playing the fuck out of every little tiny. Yeah, it's crazy.
What would a live album sound like in there? Would it be sick?
Oh, dope.
Amazing.
Yeah,
it'd be amazing. I mean,
if you had the right mic.
I watched the Nashville Orchestra do a Pink Floyd concert in there, and it was amazing.
That's awesome.
Man, what song would you want to listen to in there, bro?
Of Pink Floyd or of what?
Any song ever.
Man, it's a good question. Probably Comfortably Numb. Even of all songs ever, and maybe it's because I got to hear it in there, but like it was life-changing.
I would listen to The American Tribute by Elvis.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one.
Fuck.
Man. I would want definitely some Pink Floyd. I don't know which song though.
It was so emotional, like to listen to it there. You know, I was medicated and it was emotional.
I would like to hear "My Name Is Kid."
It'd be like ball with the ball with the ball with the bang bang the bang.
Fucking bounce everywhere. Hell yeah.
Chris Cornell in there before he died. That would be.
Oh yeah, Chris Cornell would have been a good one.
Live.
Hey, you could probably deaden some of it. Get some fucking get some baled hay from Smo's house. Stick it in the corners, bro. You probably sound good.
Yeah.
Shit, you should go in there and sing "Holler Boys" and just have one of your homeboys shoot a little phone video.
Bro,
Nothing crazy.
I've recorded over 100 songs at the Parthenon, bro.
No shit.
Yeah, I got them saved in a vault for my little girl for when I croak. They should be like, well, here's a bunch of fucking songs. And my dad singing them at the fucking Parthenon at fucking 3 a.m.
Yeah,
you've talked about that a lot.
There's a CIA document about the Parthenon, bro.
It's a lot of parallels between Tennessee.
Yeah, bro, and it's hella redacted.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dive into the Parthenon one night.
I feel fucking.
I'm down.
I feel safe there, bro. I feel like powerful there.
A lot safer down over there than downtown.
That's what Bob Weir from the Grateful Dead, he said almost the exact same words about the pyramids at Egypt.
Yeah.
He said when he was standing in front of the Great Pyramid, he felt safe and powerful.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a weird feeling, bro. When you look at it, The pictures don't do it justice.
Yeah.
When you get there and you're standing there, you're like, who the fuck built this, right? And then like a lot of my homeboys that's from out of town will go down there and we go with no security. We ain't go. We just go because I want it to be like natural. And we'll go down there. We'll pull in. You know, you go down the little parking lot, and then you go over the little speed bumps or whatever, and you park on the side. And everybody there is not there for no problem. They're there for no problems. They're there to fucking chill, bro. There is no problems. And they'll be like, dude, ain't you worried about all these homeless people? I'm like, fuck no, bro. Like and it ain't even on no kind of fucking ooh, look at me or whatever. It's like this place is sacred for some reason. That's why they're there. And you know what? It's a good vibe place. Otherwise, there'd be security guards kicking the homeless people out. There's not.
Yeah, there's not.
And the homeless people there is not trying to bother nobody. They ain't leaving no needles. They ain't doing nothing like that. They just got a crazy ass story. And I've sat with them, bro, for hours and just sit there and bullshit it. And that's some of the best talks I've ever had was with homeless folks from other states that are sleeping at the Parthenon.
Yeah.
I think the name Parthenon is not the real name. I think Parthenon is a whole sentence, and I think it means part of nothing. And I think they gave it that name to mock it.
That's pretty deep, bro.
Let's think about this. This
is
some real shit. So check this out. There's an Indian burial ground. That's what they call it. First off, Indian tribes don't like being called Indians. I know because I hang out with a couple Indian tribes. I know I'm in tight with the Navajo and I'm in tight with the Cherokee. They're like, we don't like that word. That's mocking against us. I was like, really? And one of the chiefs one day, bro, I said Indian and he grabbed me by my arm. He goes, I ain't no fucking Indian. I don't have a dot on my head. He's like, I'm a Native American. I was like, yo, I'll never say that again. And so ever since then, I kind of looked into the history. Well, Nashville has a Indian burial ground, but when you look at the Indian burial ground, they got first generation Roman columns everywhere. And I'm like, okay, well, Indians didn't build Roman columns. What the fuck? Right? So check this out. In Nashville, we have a statue of Julius Caesar, bro. And at the bottom, it says to commemorate the Great War of Tennessee. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean, right?
I remember you showing me that, dude. That shit's,
So then I went to the library. I went on 420 Church Street. And I was looking through some of their shit. And I was like, yo, there used to be a big-ass fucking pyramid beside the Parthenon that's bigger than the Parthenon. And it's the only pyramid I ever seen that had a balcony on three sides. Right. And I said, what was this for? Defense, bro. If somebody's coming in, you could jump over the side and slide to the bottom and come in behind them, and they ain't got nowhere to go. And on this specific pyramid, it's the only pyramid I've ever seen that had first-generation Roman columns. Now, watch this. Indians, their main building thing they did was mounds, right? Okay, well, Romans was block, right? What's a mound block? A motherfucking pyramid, bro. So here's my question. One, why does the Native Americans call Nashville City of the Dead? Did they show up and motherfuckers was already dead? Or did a lot of people die there once upon a time because of something? And second thing is, and this is just real shit, why do 80% of Nashville-born people look like Roman people? Why? Smo, you look like a Roman person, bro. I look like a Roman person.
Up.
It's a whole
Smo's like, what?
Bro.
Yo, I was just Romans. I'm sitting here reading this right now. They do have a statue of Athena inside there, and it says that the Parthenon, the meaning of that word being virgin, the Parthenon is Temple of the Virgin. And
so it's supposed to be a pure place.
Yeah, something like that.
What's down the street? Aquinas, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Aquinas is right down the street. It's the only place I've ever seen that's a school that's got fucking nuns walking everywhere with all these crazy fountains. And then there's Mount Olivet. Mount Olivet is like supposed to be like the first graveyard in Nashville. It's old as fuck. And if y'all seen these tombs, y'all's mind will be blown. Some of them's like full blown castle houses as the tomb. And there's one pyramid there that says this pyramid is not to be opened for 400 years. It says it on the pyramid, and it's like 200 years old now.
Some dumb fuck's gonna open it.
Well, okay, so check me out. Look at the shape of the United States, right? Anybody who's
Okay.
ever been on a creek bank or somewhere where water raises and goes up, all right? If you look at the Gulf of Mexico, like Texas, all the way around to Florida, that looks like where water goes like this, up and down on a creek bank, right? Okay. Well, Nashville is, or Tennessee in general, is the biggest like dust bowl in our area, right?
Yeah, it's just a hole.
So back in the day, if you lived in, let's say, Nashville, and some crazy ass flood happened where the ocean water made it up to where Nashville was, and then the water receded, well, then there would be a big fucking thing of water all over Tennessee, and it would seem like the whole world flooded, right? Well, if that did happen and that did flood, it would create a fuck ton of cave systems and river systems. Look at Nashville, main fucking river system. Hell, they used it in the Civil War to come to Nashville. Also, they just found out we got the biggest cave system in America.
Didn't you say you found like some of the oldest caves in America, like right in Cheatham County?
Bro, they just found the oldest cave in North America between Cheatham County and Clarksville. Archeologists came out and deemed it the oldest fucking cave system that people lived in as a community in the northern hemisphere of the world.
Bro,
It's
all
right
right,
there.
hold on. So the Mount Olive Cemetery, there's a Lewis, it's the Lewis Pyramid Tomb, right? So this is the Pyramid Tomb on Mount Olive right here. I don't know if we can see it, right?
Yep.
You know what he did?
What?
He was the civil engineer that built what? The Parthenon.
Get the fuck out of here.
What year? What year?
So that is the Lewis Pyramid Tomb in Mount Olive, Nashville Cemetery. And then he was the civil engineer in let's see, Tennessee Centennial Exposition in 1897, where he proposed building Nashville's now famous Parthenon replica.
Ooh. Oh, dude.
Naming Nashville's identity of the Athens of the South.
Of the South. Yeah, baby.
So that dude who has a pyramid tomb on Mount Olive, Nashville Cemetery is the he's the designer of the Parthenon in Nashville.
Yes.
Wow.
Ballin'.
So, dude,
When did he die?
Smo, I found a newspaper clip, Smo, that says the Parthenon was made out of paper mache, bro. Can you believe
Yeah, when they were
that?
trying to say it was the World Fair and all that shit.
So
Yeah.
look, I'm
Yeah.
about to show Smo a picture. Let's see. Smo's you're gonna trip over this, Bo.
Wow.
If I don't know how to change, I don't know how to share my screen, but
So there should be a thing on the bottom that says that little plus with the screen. If you hit that, it'll let you share your screen, and then I
Yeah.
can pull it up as soon as you pop it up.
Says
All right.
present.
Trying to read his tombstone here. It's real hard to read. But
yo, Smo's finna trip, dog. Because I've been in Nashville my whole fucking life, right on the edge, and I've never seen this. How do you do it?
So see that little plus with the computer monitor? It says present.
Yeah.
Hit that, and then it'll like ask you which screen you want to present real quick, and you just click on the one that has the picture, and then I'll be
Right.
able to pull it up.
Okay.
yeah, Murfreesboro was supposed to be the
There we go.
capital of Tennessee.
Bro, Smo, look at this, dog. So look, that's the Parthenon in the background. Oh shit, hold on.
What?
That's the Parthenon in the background, bro.
Where
Here's
did that
the
go?
Dude, exactly. But look at this building in the back, dude. What is this?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, how are
Where'd all-
people
where'd
doing
all of
this
that
shit,
go?
bro?
Yeah.
What year is that?
Bro, it's I don't know.
Well, they said that the
Film?
Parthenon was built.
Here's
in-
the old map.
okay, here we go.
Watch this.
Whoa.
Wow, dude.
Look at
Remember
this.
we looked at the old that entrance house to the prison and how they'd taken the top off it? It used to be like this huge
Oh.
immaculate building and they like cut it in fucking half.
Bro, I can get on Google Earth right now. Fuck it, I'll do it. Hold on, watch this. Y'all about to shit. Smo about to be like, oh my God, what the fuck? So I was on Google. I was on Google Earth one night. And Google Earth. And I found a bunch of old fucking columns that they're the same ones that's on the pyramids, bro. Or the same ones that's on the Parthenon. Watch this.
Laying out back.
Yes, dude. Watch
Yeah,
this,
bro. I remember you saying something about that.
Y'all are about to shit. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? These are on government property just chilling.
Well, yeah, what's their explanation for that? Do they give any or
Bro, I can't get nobody to answer jack shit. But it's all good. Fuck it. Where is the fucking Tennessee? Where's the old prison at? It's right here somewhere.
you want me to look up the address and you can punch it in?
Hang on, here it is. Okay. Where the old prison they shot Green Mile in? How far am I away from it right here? Smo?
Tennessee prison for
Let's
women.
see.
Hey, yeah, shout out to the bitches.
Let's see.
Hey, it's a women's prison, so I think it's before that.
Oh, so it's not the women.
Fuck. As a Tennessean, I don't ever fucking. I don't. You get on Google Earth, so it's
Is
hard
that
to
it
look.
right there? State
Like
Drug
prison.
court right there next to it.
Yeah.
Second prison was right there to the left,
Oh, where?
left of the
Across the
river.
river.
Okay. Watch this, dude. Look. Hang on. It's a bunch of pieces to the fucking columns.
Holy shit.
All
What the
back
fuck?
here in the woods for no reason.
Yo, can we go get those?
Let's
Hey.
ride, bro. Let's ride out.
I'm trying to build.
I got a flatbed. Fuck
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
I'm
brother.
building a castle out of them. Little
Bro, we'll
mini-
call Tubbs, bro. He'll figure it out.
That's funny. That's wild though. Yeah, man. Hickory, when you come down, man, we got to have like a full
Field trip.
field trip. Yeah.
That's the plan. That's why I'm taking a couple extra days in Tennessee. You know what I mean?
I'm having my chat GPT.
I'm down with the history field trip, man. My old lady loves that shit too, so she'll be with it.
See, bro, look, they're doing it right now. Can you believe that? We're sitting here talking about history, having a good time, and
Yeah,
I just get a text that so and so and so and so
of
is
course.
talking a bunch of shit. It's like,
Oh, I'm sure they're restreaming it, bro. They can't even create their own
Right.
content anymore.
That's
They
just-
wait till we do something interesting and then they restream my shit and sit there and laugh at it and say they're
It's
making
that-
content.
Smo's about to.
It's that time of
Smo's
the
about to
month
redirect
for 'em, bro.
The devil, bro. Just you got to ignore the devil sometimes.
right.
Like the devil gonna keep talking, man. You just gotta let him talk.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck
Let
it.
him talk. Just let him talk. It's like you said, we ain't doing them to sit here having a history conversation. We ain't talking about nobody. We're talking about history. We're talking about facts. We're looking at information. Like everybody's learning something in the chat. Ain't nobody saying nothing negative about nobody.
Man,
So
that's why you're needed in this fucking music industry, bro.
Yeah.
Shit is so fucking annoying. It's like, do you not have some? You know what? Shut up, Upchurch. You fucking dumbass.
it's all good. It's all good. Now sometimes it just gets overwhelming. We just got to figure out that there's other things we can talk about, and like what's
Yeah, for
next.
sure.
Like I like going back to this, like figuring out how to fix things, because it's going to be people like us that stand in the way of the corruption and the malice to continue. Like if we don't stand in the way and change something, then it's going to become, it's all going to be corrupt. Then our children and our children's children have no hope.
I
They
think
have no hope.
that's a big part of where it starts too, is teaching your kids right. Because
Yeah.
if you're teaching your children ahead of time about all this bullshit and corruption that's going on, they're already, by the time they get our age, they ain't got to figure it out like we did. You know what I mean? They're already
Yeah.
fucking hip to that shit and they're ready to fuck shit up and change shit.
And give
I
them
feel like that's like my generation. Like I feel like I've told my lady this shit. Like I feel like we're here to like teach the generation that's actually going to change the world. So we are changing the world by doing that, but it's not like we're not out here directly changing shit. I feel like we're going to basically raise the generation's gonna fucking revolutionize shit. You know what I mean?
On a positive note, I'm sitting here last night. I had the best Nashville thing happen in a long time, and it felt so good to hear this. So I'm sitting here bullshitting, and there's this podcaster that lives around on the I think he lives on the north side of town. And his name's Nico to Frico, or Frico to Nico, and he was going over some Nashville shit, and he's like, bro, he's like, everybody in our city should be behind this song right now. And dude, you have to hear this. Like, it's so dope to hear somebody that is not into any one group. And this shit just took over my whole body, bro. I was like, dude, this is something important. Like this song is. Look at this. And Smo, since I know like the history of Smo and everything, you're gonna feel this song too. You're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? It's a good feeling, bro. Watch this. How do you share screen? Oh yeah, boom. And yo, listen to this.
Yeah.
It ain't popped up yet. Hold up. There we go.
Bro, check this out. Fuck.
Yeah, you shared this on your Instagram. Yeah, this is good.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. Where?
All right. So when you go to click share screen, there we go. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
If you're from Nashville, you know, bro. Listen to this.
North, east, and south, west side we callin'. Baby, from the top to the bottom. Yeah, I'm right off of Charles. She from Joe Johnson. Nashville be ballin'. I'm in Georgia cold, cushion my cigar. Running longest mission, Charlotte. Sixes on my car, do this shit for y'all. Cashville be ballin', gon' ball forever.
It's just a vibe, dude.
Forever, 30 racks ball, a 40 racks ball. Like all I know is ball. They say I'm honorary. Right here on 40 block, a 40 piece from Rocky. I'm finna catch a flight and feel his tread tonight. I fire back the light. You shot and wanna ride with me and go to after hours.
101.1 to be jammed. Della White is moving.
Watch me do my thing. Down south players getting paid around this motherfucker. The fuck you mean? Hey, you mean? I'm on 12 and buck. I'm copping pieces for the team. I'm in Slim and Hush. North, east, and south. West side we callin'.
North, east, and south, west side we callin', bro.
Yeah. Right by Haynes Garden. She from Georgia.
Oh, West Nashville.
I'm in Hallie Park, cushion my cigar. On the longest Ellington Parkway. Sixes on my car. Do this shit for y'all. Cashville be ballin', gon' ball forever.
Hey,
forever.
Oh shit.
Forever.
He's finna mention the best spot to view Nashville at. Hang on, here we go.
Forever. We gon' ball forever. Cashville be ballin'. Cashville smoking pressure, dog. We love her. Cashville smoking Elvis.
Love circle.
$1 million thing, I'm coolin' in Chesapeake Circle. $1 million thing, I'm started on Jefferson Hustle. Southside raised like Jelly Roll, somebody say me. And one day I seen a spaceship over the Crescent Table. I did a show on West End and got cool.
Hope it was the other mayor.
She from James Casey. And my niggas keep it gangster from JC Nature.
But this dude has no issues with nobody. He ain't on no gang shit. And that shit'll make a motherfucker from Nashville smile the entire time because we know what he's talking about.
That sound like new age, space age pimp and 8 Ball.
Man.
That beat, yeah.
It made me want to hop in a Monte Carlo with wheels it's not supposed to have on it and just ride down NX, bro.
Yeah, I want that 2-door Cutlass, same old bucket, T-tops.
What color?
Man, can't green.
Hey, I need the gunmetal gray, baby.
I want that candy apple green.
Hey, remember when people used to have like Tide and shit on their car downtown?
Yeah, it looked like race cars going around. Big donk.
Donks.
Big donk.
Dude.
Yeah, no, I used to have a donk back in the day.
Oh man. Hey, remember the money car? Oh shit! Hang on a minute.
Hey, you know.
We gotta look up the money car now. What the fuck is it? Can you find it?
Man, back in the day, everybody used to do their car with different themes and shit. Like
Oh, we talking about like the
Butterfingers
Eminem ones
Reese's
and shit?
stuff. Yeah,
And they
yeah.
did money ones.
One
Yeah, I
dude,
got you.
yeah.
Bro, Black
rap
Whistle.
on here.
Now we just watch. He's finna be over here. I'm gonna go rock my baby girl for he gets here, and I gotta meet up a band play tomorrow. You trying to get on a band play track?
Who?
You?
Me? I'm just, bro. I'm here. You already know. All you gotta do is hit me.
Hey, speaking of which, you care if we play that old track that Smo sent me?
Bro, I ain't hiding no tracks, bro. You can play whatever you want.
This is this is unreleased from 2017. This was the first time I had ever met you, and Hosier brought you over to my manager's house in Franklin.
Berry Hill, bro.
No, this is before that. This is when you came to his crib in Franklin. It was you and Hosier, and you had like 3 or 4 people with you, and we were up in the upstairs of Dan Nelson, my manager.
Dan.
Yep, we were up in his the little studio he had, closet vocal booth, and we recorded this.
I called him Side Mouth Dan, bro.
Yeah, because he had Bell's palsy.
Yep.
That made him talk like this.
Yep.
Just Trey in the chat. What up, Trey?
Hell yeah, what up, Trey? Yeah, I was just talking to him to see if he wanted to hop in.
He
We're
said
gonna do
we're
something
almost
another
there.
night.
No, he said we're on the way. They're on Dickerson Pike.
It's right over there.
Just Trey.
Bro, I'm bad with that shit. I'll be like, yeah, I'll be there in a little bit. Fucking pull up 2 hours later.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Man,
fuck.
just Trey,
I'm
what
sorry.
a talent.
I'm sorry that I gotta get out of here right now. I gotta go rock Lily so Beth can take a shower before.
Hell yeah. Doing dad shit, man. Hell yeah. That's what it's about.
It was so good talking to y'all. Chat, I love y'all. Holla boys, holla gals, love y'all. Smo, love you, bro.
Love you, bro.
Hickerbilly, had a great time with
Hell
y'all, bro.
yeah.
Smo, I'm gonna be texting you about that other shit.
All good, man. Hit me up, bro. I'm right here.
All right, big dog.
All right.
Y'all have a good night.
You too,
Hell yeah,
bro.
appreciate you, church. Have a good one, man.
Appreciate you, bro.